Welcome. We'd like to take a few moments of your time to talk about a business opportunity we're really excited about. eMobi, Drive Green. Imagine that you're one of the third of all Australians who don't live in a capital city. So you're one of approximately 8 million people who live in a regional location or on the fringe of a capital city. And for you, this means that you don't have access to the same quality of public transport. You don't have a plethora of taxi companies waiting to whisk you from A to B. You probably don't even have access at all to Uber or Lyft or any of the other modern conveniences that the capital city dwellers seem to have. For you, this is a transport disadvantage. And for people who, like government agencies, business owners and residents, live and work in these locations, transport is a significant and unavoidable cost. For people who live and work in regional Australia, the private motor vehicle has been shown to be an expensive convenience. The NRMA have done a study which shows that most vehicles sit idle for 95% of the time. When it comes to discussing transport, it's impossible to deal with this without dealing with the elephant in the room, which is petrol-powered vehicles and the damage to the environment. We at eMobi are passionate about sustainability of our world and about protecting our environment and mitigating the damage from petrol-powered vehicles. We feel that there are simply too many cars on the road in regional Australia, petrol-powered cars, which are causing unnecessary pollution and damage to our environment. So our service is going to offer a convenient solution that will not only help the environment, but save regional Australia's money with the transport concerns.
Major cities are currently benefiting from car sharing using technology to reduce costs in cars, but we can also use these same systems to provide a value offering to regional Australians. Car sharing is presently achieved by using mobile technology via an app to connect drivers with a vehicle available to hire for as little as an hour at a time. All car operating costs, including purchasing of fuel using fuel cards, is covered by the car sharing operator, such as the eMobi. All the driver needs to worry about is being charged for the time in using the vehicle, paying at the end of the trip, and not being concerned with any vehicle costs until booking their next trip. Easy, seamless. Dissimilar to other car sharing operators, eMobi will also enable the car sharing experience by working with a local not-for-profit organisation in providing free shuttle services to the vehicle's location, thus providing an almost entire point-to-point mobility solution for residents. But that's not all. eMobi will also go further in offering a solution that also reduces damage to the environment. This will be achieved by eMobi being committed to sustainable practices and ensuring that our business accelerates movement away from the consumption of fossil fuels as an energy source. We will require eco-friendly vehicles such as the Hyundai Ioniq and the Toyota Prius. Our service will provide a low-cost mobility option for regional Australians and reduce the harmful effects on the environment by reducing the total number of cars and reducing the impacts from those cars. Our value proposition is to significantly improve the mobility options for regional Australia through providing an affordable alternative to vehicle ownership, easy access to a non-owned modern vehicle for self-drive transport, where such vehicles are also eco-friendly and contribute to the sustainability of the local environment. eMobi's competitive advantages. So eMobi will be the only business in Port Pirie that will provide a viable and comprehensive transport solution to its residents. eMobi has low pricing compared to any industry competitor that potentially seeks to establish in regional areas. eMobi will establish loyalty as the first mover in the area and supportive of its customers' needs. eMobi is going to be working with a non-profit organisational arm, providing customers with a free shuttle to and from car locations, enabling an almost point-to-point mobility solution for residents. eMobi will also seek to expand its business model towards offering a peer-to-peer platform for residents to engage with eMobi in hiring out their underutilised vehicles and earn some extra cash. eMobi competitors would be other car sharing operators or public transportation. Public transportation by bus exists in Port Pirie, but in a limited form with its single route only favouring certain sections of the town, having a low frequency of runs each day and does not operate Saturday afternoons or Sundays. Low fares are charged to patrons as the Passenger Transport Board and Port Pirie Regional Council subsidises the operating losses of the commercial operator, but patrons are typically school students and pensioners and seniors. There are no car sharing operators in Port Pirie at present. Peer-to-peer car sharing platforms do exist in Australia. They are flexi FlexiCar and Car Next Door. Car Next Door offers a pricing advantage over FlexiCar with a single $19 monthly plan designed for regular users and non-regular users paying a $5 booking fee. Such platforms enable residents to rent out their underutilised vehicles to other residents, and this model could easily be implemented in Port Pirie. Station-based car sharing operators also exist in Australia. Such operators have vehicles located in fixed, designated locations. This is the same type of model being used by eMobi. The most notable and industry leader is GoGet. GoGet is mostly metropolitan-based, but has recently trialled a small regional presence in Orange, New South Wales, and intends to locate their services in high populous regional centres on the East Coast in particular. Their Go Frequent plan includes a $25 joining fee, $30 per month membership, and charges $6.35 per hour. eMobi identifies two target markets for its car sharing service. 1, individuals, and 2, businesses and government agencies. Car sharing enables an individual to combat the long-standing situation whereby transport is a significant and unavoidable cost to households in regional areas. Transport disadvantage in regional areas is due to ongoing difficulties associated with access to traditional forms of transport, including difficulties associated with maintaining private transport. There is opportunity to meet individual needs in providing affordable access to transport as needed. In addition, fleets are often the third largest expense governments have after wages and premises. With government budgets under constant pressure, cost cutting is affecting every area, and buying, leasing and maintaining a fleet of vehicles is no different. However, pool car fleets are still popular with the government, education and not-for-profit sector, but they can be an administrative nightmare with issues of needing to organise servicing, maintenance, logbook compliance and other tasks. To alleviate such concerns in a budget-constrained environment where savings are sought wherever possible, eMobi has the opportunity to offer lower-cost transport solutions by introducing a car-sharing service. eMobi will target regional city centres and outer urban areas with limited public transportation, good proportion of organisation with fleets or significant staff travel requirements, and a high proportion of dwellings with 2 or more vehicles. Pilot location of Port Pirie, South Australia meets these target requirements. Port Pirie has a population of near 17,500 people, housing near 8,500 dwellings. 49.4% of these dwellings own 2 or more vehicles, and 9.5% of dwellings in Port Pirie also do not own any vehicles. Port Pirie also has a wide range of government agencies, community service organisations and schools.
Our business model has been designed with 2 aims in mind. 1, to provide comprehensive road transport services for the town of Port Pirie, and 2, to reduce our footprint on the environment. To consistently achieve our aims, our business model operates by 3 components. The central component and also the backbone of our business is car sharing, for which we will provide a fleet of hybrid cars ready for share at some of the lowest prices in the industry. The second component is peer-to-peer car sharing, by which we will invite the residents of Port Pirie who own clean energy car to join our business platform to share their car for payments at the rates we charge all our customers. The third component is a free shuttle service for customers who need transport to one of our car locations to pick up their reserved car, and also customers in need of transport at the end of their booked time slot. The customers will be able to make car reservations via our app. The app will provide the customer access to their reserved car. The app will also ensure that all payments and charges relevant to the car reservation at the designated time slot will be finalized immediately. All other information that the customer will need in relevance to transacting with us will also be provided via the app.
Hello, I'm Antonio, and I'll be taking you through our financials. Strong financial forecasting has been completed and has shown that in the first year of operations, eMobi will achieve over $53,500 worth of income, all the way up to $243,000 in the 5th year of operations. Expenses are showing that a net loss of near $31,000 is forecast for the first year of operation, given that the business is being built from the ground up. The forecast income statement after the second year demonstrates a small profit of approximately $7,500. Achieving profitability in the second year of operations is a great result for eMobi. Our financial assumptions have been measured over the first 5 years of operations, have indicated that profits are projected an average growth of 138% per year. Market share is a projected average growth of 57% per year. Return on assets is projected growth of 111% per year. return on equity and return on sales are both projected at 112% per year. Now let's introduce you to the leadership that will be driving eMobi. They are a team that are strong, fully committed, fully passionate, and have the tenacity required to ensure success. The leaders are proven and successful in their own business fields and endeavours and have now teamed up to bring their talents to transform this industry sector. So the team are Ashley Roberts, who's going to be in charge of our product development enhancements, Lenchi Makasa, who's in charge of our business operations, Lyle Wells, who will be in charge of our IT and infrastructure, and myself, Antonio Coco, who will be in charge of marketing. Here, I want to highlight to you our sales strategy of becoming the environmentally friendly and sustainable alternative car sharing service. This is going to be driven by 4 strategic pillars. First, the continual and agile ability to drive our sales and profitability whilst having the focus of making processes simple in the business and improving our cost of doing business. Secondly, continuously improve our customer service experience by following our customer first strategy. That's relationship over transactional. Ensuring personalised and encouraging return business. Our third pillar is continuously improve our customer offer of products and services by creating a compelling value proposition. And our fourth and final is to build a strong brand awareness involving key strategic partnerships with local businesses, just like the local car dealerships, to ensure that we're investing back into the community in which we operate and serve. So to drive our sales, our marketing strategy now comes to light. Our marketing foundation pillars will be, we are local, we care about our community, we are your environmentally friendly transport service. How are we going to do this? It's via market penetration, developing our market plans with the basis of maximising our existing resources and products. Marketing partnerships, strategic in our planning with partnerships that will attempt to bolster our market penetration into the communities that we serve and operate. We'll have an exciting web plan. We'll effectively use the means of the internet to both promote and build our business, which will provide many resources at a conservative financial outlay. And our social media platforms, you'll use a consistent streams of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now I'll pass you over to Lyle for more important information.
Thank you, Tony. Let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about the figures. So eMobi is seeking a seed investment of $150,000. This is to secure our operations for the first 5 years. In return, we're offering a 25% equity stake in the company. The pre-money valuation is at $450,000. The post-money valuation is at $600,000. Your investment will be secured with voting rights. This means that you have a voice to shape the company as it grows. Your investment will also be classified as preferred stock, where the founder's investment will be common stock. This gives you a higher level of protection. We'll also put in place a 5-year investment schedule. This means that you're protected and you know that we're going to stick around and stay the course. So in terms of return on investment, we have an internal rate of return calculated at 23.9%. We think this is an outstanding opportunity in terms of sustainability of a business model and on the actual environment. That brings us to the end of our pitch. We hope you're as excited as we are about the possibilities for eMobi and driving green into our new sustainable regional future. Thank you very much.